Hi, my name is Stacy Ralk, and today we are going to be exploring how hormones like cortisol can impact your weight and provide tips for helping you balance them through stress management, diet, exercise, and gut health. A lot of times hormonal shifts, especially those that involve cortisol, play a major role in weight gain or even in difficulty losing weight. Cortisol often is called the stress hormone, and it's produced by adrenal glands in response to stress. It helps regulate various body functions, including metabolism, blood sugar levels, and the body's response to inflammation. So when cortisol levels are off, everything else is affected. And when it becomes chronically elevated due to stress or other factors, it definitely can lead to a whole range of health issues. How cortisol impacts weight gain is 4 different ways: increased appetite and cravings, fat storage, especially around the belly, and reduced fat burning and muscle breakdown. And as we get older, we need all the muscle we can get. One thing you can do is prioritize sleep. You want to aim for 7 to 9 hours of sleep each night to help regulate cortisol levels and support a healthy metabolism. You want to make sure you have good sleep quality, making sure you get enough restorative sleep as cortisol levels naturally fluctuate throughout the day. They're usually highest in the morning and they gradually should decrease in the evening, but poor sleep and insufficient sleep can actually lead to elevated cortisol levels, especially in the evening. Some things you can do to help with that is you want to have a nice, quiet, dark room, cool. You want to keep your room cool and not have on any electronics or anything out throughout the night. Another tool you can use is your XR2 because it supports energy production, reduces fatigue, which is important when dealing with high cortisol levels. You can actively manage your stress. Find stress relief techniques that work for you, such as outdoor walks, stretching, yoga, deep breathing, or meditation. Definitely mindfulness and meditation. That means that practicing that can lower cortisol levels by promoting relaxation. Even just a simple 10 to 15 minutes of deep breathing each day can reduce stress and improve hormonal balance. Another way we can balance cortisol is through what we choose to eat. And we want to focus on whole foods, focusing on lean proteins, healthy fats, and complex carbs to maintain balanced blood sugars, and that it reduces the chances of your cortisol spikes. You want protein-rich foods like lean meats, fish, eggs. You want to focus on complex carbs, whole grains, vegetables, fruits to help balance those cortisol levels, and it keeps with a steady energy without those blood sugar spikes, because when this blood sugar spikes, so does the cortisol. And another tool I like to use to keep from those blood sugar spiking, which gets our cortisol spiking, is our Trim Sticks. 2017 Weight Management Product of the Year, and it definitely helps even that out, which does help support the body's fat burning process and helps reduce those cortisol-driven fat storage, especially around the belly. Another thing we can focus on is healthy fats, omegas, fish, seeds, walnuts, and anti-inflammatory foods, because a lot of those times, if you can reduce the inflammation, you support a better hormonal balance, like berries, turmeric, ginger, and leafy greens all help with this. Magnesium-rich foods, it helps regulate cortisol levels. Spinach, almonds, pumpkin seeds, and dark chocolate are all rich in magnesium. And another tool is GLP-X, because the GLP-X definitely helps with regulation and boosting metabolic health. Another thing we want to focus on is consistent exercise. This helps improve insulin sensitivity and gives us better hormonal balance. We want to have a balance between aerobic and strength training exercises, and we don't want to overdo high intensity workouts because actually those can spike cortisol. So when we talk about moderate intensity exercise, we're talking about walking outdoors is best, cycling or yoga. With strength training or resistance training, weightlifting, this helps increase muscle mass, which boosts metabolism and promotes fat burning, which balances cortisol levels. And then we want to talk about restorative exercise like yoga, Pilates, stretching. This helps calm the nervous system, which counteracts the stress response, which lowers cortisol. But when we talk about high intensity interval training, while it's effective for fat burning, it can actually be overdone because excessive training without adequate recovery can actually increase your cortisol levels, and that keeps you from any type of success at all. And when it comes to our hormonal health, we don't want to forget about our gut. Our gut health is the epicenter, and it plays a major role in hormonal regulation, including the cortisol. The gut microbiome can definitely influence how the body handles stress, and a healthy gut can help reduce those chronic inflammation, which often accompanies hormonal imbalances. So one thing you can use is probiotics. They're the beneficial bacteria that help maintain a healthy gut microbiome, and a balanced microbiome can influence how well your body handles stress and everything that goes with it. And when you have probiotics, you want to have the prebiotics, because these are the fiber-rich foods that feed the good bacteria in the gut. And when you combine both together, they synergistically support gut health and reducing the inflammation and the inflammatory response. And another tool you can use are the digestive enzymes. These break down food to absorb nutrients more efficiently, and a well-functioning digestive system definitely leads to a better, well-rounded hormonal balance and reducing cortisol spikes. And when your gut does better, you do better. I hope all of these tips help you balance your hormones and feel better about the skin that you're in.